caught and end up on his back.
Yeah, that was a great work by Norman, and then a good job by Walker to find his way out of the back there.
Ooh, stones him. He is out on his feet. Holy cow. Just like that.
What's good? This is Stinker the podcast. Hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support of toda mi gente. I hope you're doing good, taking care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, wherever you're at in your life, man, take care of yourself. Yo, as y'all saw at the beginning of the video, man, you cannot copy somebody else. You gotta be authentic. You gotta be yourself. You gotta be real. Hey, look, whatever you do in your life, be you. When you look in the mirror, that's who you're competing with every day. Don't worry about anybody else or what everybody gotta say, man. I'm telling you, man, I can't be the next person, man. I can't rap like that. I don't even sing like that. Hey, I do me. And whatever I'm capable of doing, and with the blessing of God and all the gifts he done gave me, that's where we going. That's just what it is, man. So when I see a person just pointing down the middle of the mat, I'm like, Calmado, what are we doing here? Please don't do that again. Just don't do. There's one individual right now at the moment that got that title right now, the BMF. And he pointed down in the middle of the ground after going 5 rounds with you. And all rounds he's winning convincingly. And for some odd reason, he wants to go in the middle of the octagon and throw some chingazos, bro. Hey, I was in my comment section, right? And we talking about Max Holloway, the bless. So I was like, man, this dude right here throw some chingazos like a Latino. And somebody educated me and said, hey, you know, in Hawaii, bro, I don't know what they call it. Y'all can correct me. Y'all put it in the comments, but they know to throw some chingazos like that. Just slug it out. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. Y'all like this? That's why I was like, no wonder I like Max Holloway. I like, yeah, man, he from the raza. Es de la raza, way. Because I don't know anybody else throwing some chingazos like that in the UFC MMA community the way he does it. He does it so, I mean, it is what it is, though. But he finally speaks right after this whole Dustin smoke settled with Dustin Poirier. And he said some valuable things in this interview, right? And I'm telling myself, I said, I like Max Holloway, man. Every time I saw him, I was rooting for him. It's hard for you to go against Max Holloway. So when I see people booing him, I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing here, y'all? I get it. You got to be the bad guy. Because, you know, it was the last one for Dustin. But have y'all noticed how Max Holloway has went everywhere in somebody else's hometown? From Korean Zombie, I can remember Brian Ortega. Like all these fighters, he went in their backyard. I think Max Holloway need one for him. But he addressed some things in that little conversation he had in his podcast. One of the things that got my attention was the fact that people thought that he let Dustin like just, you know, off the hook. Bro, can you imagine if that was the case? Us as the fans, we'd be like, oh, we knew this was scripted, like Derek Lewis said. This was all scripted. Like, this is what it really is. I knew it. It was a fact that they wanted to. No. Y'all need to pump the brakes on that, man. It wasn't scripted. You got to understand the type of fighter Dustin is. In order for you to actually beat Dustin, you got to hit him with the Justin Gage kick. He be out cold. Other than that, ain't no way Dustin's going to go out in the first round like that. Nah, for a few punches, he might be a little dazed, but he like, hey, come on, let's go. But that's one. And Max Holloway, man. Look, like I said, it's hard for me to talk disrespectful Max Holloway. But, bro, Ilia Topuria again, and this time put the BMF in the 155. I mean, look, the way I look at certain fights, right? This is me looking from the outside in. You didn't give me nothing to say, hey, let's run it back, bro. You didn't give me nothing. What are you going to do different? I get it, you know, to be great, you got to at least beat them again. Not really. Not really, bro. Like I said, you got to give me something in that. I mean, you did your thing. I don't get me wrong. But once Ilia connected with that thunder, I was like, hasta la hijo, está muerto. Hey, leave Max Holloway alone. What did he do bad to you, bro? He didn't do nothing bad to you. Chill out. But he beat you convincingly. And I understand what you mean, like, hey, let's run it back. But sometimes, man, you just gotta say, you know what? Let me figure. See, this is what I think Max Holloway is missing. All right, this is me speaking out loud. He's forgetting the big picture. He's a prize fighter. When are y'all gonna get it? I think Chael Sonnen said it when Jorge Masvidal was out there, Conor McGregor. Y'all, bro, people want to see y'all regardless. Why do you want to go fight one of the matador con la 2 hands, bro? He throws chingazos. He got bombs on both. He got dynamites like Edgar Berlanga on both hands, cabrón. You remember Edgar Berlanga was saying that? What happened? I'm sorry, my Puerto Rican fans. Chill. I'm just saying, bro. But yeah. I don't know. Look, I did a podcast before about this. I did an episode, however you want to call it. Me personally, I think that this is the perfect time when Max Holloway gets healthy, because he got a little injury. When he gets 100% healthy, or even 90%, I think we need to run it back with Charles Oliveira. I think that'd be a fan favorite fight to see what it is, who's gonna come in, who's gonna do what. I think that's the way it needs to happen. Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira, 155. Put the BMF if you want to. And now, look, that's the fight that needs to happen, because we saw the old Charles Oliveira, how he used to fight, right? He didn't give you anything back in the days. A lot of people called him a quitter, but then out of nowhere he said enough. He dyed his hair, blonde, white, whatever he did something different. Now Charles Oliveira is that guy. And I think Max Holloway he's solid, but we need to run that back. I gotta see that. Maybe going into next year, because Max Holloway ain't fighting no more this year. He made that very clear, and I respect that. Hey, champ, get some rest. But I think Max versus Charles will be, I'll be out at the edge of my seat. I ain't gonna lie to you, especially the way Charles Oliveira went out. Right? Y'all remember that? That hurt my feelings, bro. Ilia Topuria is just destroying these legends, bro. Stepping on them. But I think at this moment, respect to both fighters. I think it should be Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway. I did a podcast before. I'm going to drop that link in my description so y'all can check it out. I think that fight needs to happen more than ever. I don't think that, look, with all due respect to Max Holloway, I don't think he needs to entertain Ilia Topuria anytime soon. Not right now. There gotta be something that Ilia does wrong for us, the fans, to say that's what it is. We need to do, the next fighter need to do that. You know what I mean? Because when Conor McGregor was on the come up, it was hard for anybody like, well, how do you break this guy down? But you couldn't figure it out until, of course, you know what happened with Khabib. I don't even bring it up, dude. But that's all I'm saying, man. I think, me personally, Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira next year, beginning of the year, for the BMF. Let's make it happen, man. Let's just make it happen. Leave Ilia alone. He wants to do 170. Who knows what's going to happen with him? But give us a fan favorite. It's going to be hard for us to choose. On that one, I'll let you know my bet if it happens. But right now, my final prediction on that one. But it is what it is. Y'all let me know, man, what's next for Max Holloway. Bless. He did it convincingly against Dustin. And I just don't see him fighting Ilia Topuria right now, man. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know in the comments, man. But do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. Most interactive with me, gente. To side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart. Have faith. And never give up. All right, one. What's good? What's good? This is Stico. Hey, do me a favor, man. Somewhere on here, you get a chance to check out my other channel. I release all my music there. We have a lot of music coming out this year. Y'all definitely don't want to miss out. Do me a favor as well. Check out the website, r2drec.com. Purchase your merchandise. Let's keep this moving going. Thank you for all the love and support, and thank you for being patient with me. Hey, let's get it this year. All right, one.